Well, folks, thanks for coming tonight. Short notice. You have the release, you have the statement, so you know why we're here tonight. I would like to begin with basically thanking Coach Hill for his commitment, his hard work. He's put a lot into this program over the years, the past 15 years, and we appreciate everything he's done on behalf of Fresno State football, our department, and this university. With that, we are going to move in a different direction, and we can take your questions however you would like at this point.
Thomas, so what was the deciding factor in your decision to fire Pat Hill after 15 seasons?
Well, I think that there are a lot of things that added up here. What we've really been primarily focused on is the last 6 to 7 years and the record that we have had both in regular season as well as postseason play, and how that's reflected in the financial status of our program. The reality is, I think you have there in the release, that unfortunately our ticket sales, our season ticket sales, are down 42% over the last several years. Our revenues are down 25%, despite we've raised ticket prices some, but we've not been able to keep up with things. And the community has simply not responded to the record that we've had over these past several years, and subsequently it was important to try a new direction.
How did Pat take the news when you told him? How did Pat take the news when you told him he was fired?
Pat was very professional. We had a very good conversation. He understands this industry. He is a professional college football coach. He understands how this works, and he was I think, as good as one can be under those circumstances.
Thomas, can you discuss the buyout clause in which he has 2 years remaining and how you guys are going to handle that?
Well, there are 2 documents. I think some of the folks in this room have the documents. They're readily available to you. The supplemental letter of appointment, which is our vernacular for a contract, and the consulting services agreement. Those 2 combined, the supplemental letter will pay 80% of the $258 and change that is the base state salary over the next 2 years. And then there's another amount that amounts to a little over $4,000 a month for the remaining of the consulting services agreement. But
Thomas, when you start your search now, this seems like you had been thinking about it for some time. How much have you been thinking about it? Did you know before the San Diego State game that you're going to have to make this move, or was it immediately following the game?
Well, I think the most important thing anytime any program is evaluated is to do it over a period of time and look at a coach's body of work over time. I don't think it comes down to a single game, doesn't even come down to a single season. What we're looking for is trending and what the trends are. If you see consistency one way, good or bad, then that should be a point where alarm takes place. We've been analyzing data after each season for the last several years, and we saw a trend that was not only reflected that we weren't able to finish the job, that is, pursue and be in the hunt for a conference championship, but our community was not responding any longer to the record that we had, and so we had to move forward.
Any preliminary candidates?
I'd rather not talk about that tonight. I mean, we'll start the search immediately. It starts tonight, but tonight we just want to talk about where we're at now and thank Coach Hill for his service.
Mike Martz's name thrown around. Any truth to that?
Well, I tell you what, we won't talk about that tonight. We, quite frankly, to be candid with you guys, we're not going to talk about it till we finish the conclusion of the search in the same way we did with basketball. But appreciate that.
How long do you expect the search?
As we'll do it in an accelerated pace as fast as we can. I think you have on the release there that we are going to engage a search firm on this one, and that will help us move a little faster than we did with the basketball search. But we're in a greater time constraint now. We have official visits coming up for numerous student athletes and a signing date in February, so it's terribly important that we move as quickly as possible, and we will do this within the structures and the parameters that we have within the CSU.